All right, guys, time for bag I on the EB410.2 build. This is going to be the front steering links, the front shock tower. We're going to get that all installed, and the new front camber plate. So this camber plate is a little bit different than what you've seen previously. As you can see, the top two screws go through where the shock tower goes through. The bottom two screws cover the front of the bulkhead to add a little bit of strength to the bulkhead so that it doesn't snap right at the top two ears. I'll show you a little bit more of that once it actually gets installed. The other cool thing that didn't come on the old car, but it has been coming on all our new cars, and I didn't notice it earlier, but it's been coming on the 8-scale cars as well, is we're actually getting these flanged M3 nuts instead of just regular M3 nuts. They tend to last a little bit longer. You have more surface area, so you don't have to worry about the screws twisting or bending or anything like that. And they're definitely really helpful on 8-scale cars to keep the tie rod ends actually attached to the car. That's not so much an issue on these, but they're just nice to have, and it's definitely Tekno kind of going out of their way because they do cost a little bit more money to make. And then obviously we have the shock standoffs, that the new shock standoffs where you use the plastic insert for the shock cap. We've talked about that before. It makes the shock cap last a little bit longer. So that's all that's really different for this step. So I'll go ahead and get on with it, take some pictures, get it all done, and get it ready for the blog. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out. All right, guys, bag I is now complete. And that's going to be our front camber plate and our steering links. So everything is all installed now. As you can see with these steering links and the ball studs, these ball studs are taller. That's obviously to compensate for the low roll center front caster blocks that are on the car now, that are lowering the spindle. This keeps all the angles the same as they were on the original car, even though the caster block is lower. Beyond that, the new front camber plate is elongated to cover these top two holes, and top two holes right here on the front of the bulkhead, to ensure that the bulkhead doesn't snap under hard landings or hitting things. So these two screws go through the front bulkhead to add a little bit of strength and make sure that everything stays together. As we talked about, the car comes with these flanged nuts, which are actually kind of nice. The only thing I did the kit doesn't really call for, but I did it anyway just because it's like this on the rear. It's probably hard to see, but I put a little washer back here, right where the ball stud mounts, just to give it a little bit more material for the ball stud to sit on, and on impacts it should separate a little bit of the force all the way around. You don't really have to do that, but I just had some extra shims laying around, so I put them on there. So I thought I would pass that along to you guys. But bag I is now complete, so for the next video we'll move on to bag J, which is going to be the front and center assembly, so actually putting stuff on the chassis. So we'll move on to that one in the next video, and yeah, we'll just keep it moving. So again, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and yeah, we'll keep it going. Thank you.